I love you, Mama. I love you, Pa. This is Pamela Sunshine Love, White Dove, coming to you live from Michigan. I am a galactic ambassador of love, light, truth, unity, sovereignty, transparency, unity, bliss, consciousness. Am I perfect? No. Only one is perfect. That's Mother God. Red pill living, folks. To those who know me a little bit, know that I've been through a series of tragic events in my life. Nobody really understands it, and I didn't either until, I did my research, and then I found Mom, and everything has become more clear as to why I had to go through what I went through. I am not a victim. I am a survivor. And since I am a survivor, I am the one that's taking care of about 12 other people's belongings in a 5-bedroom stuff-packed house, a 2-stall garage, and this house has been here about 200 years. And so, my dad had stuff, he's passed. So I'm going through everything. It's very emotional when I do this because I'll find things, little treasures, like somebody would have just thrown this decrepit box away and burned it, but at the bottom were treasures, pictures, and a letter that my sister wrote, I'm shaking right now. I got so much energy running through me. Thank you, Mama. Prayers continuous for Mother. She is getting ready to ascend. She does already have the I told you so buttons, and I think there are going to be the you missed it buttons. So call home to love is one. That's the golden ticket into the golden gates of heaven in Crestone, Colorado, the New Jerusalem. This brings me to the next thing I wanted to share. I am going through the garage, and I found this in the garage. I don't know who wrote this, but whoever did write it, please get a hold of me as soon as possible, because you definitely have a position in the a transitionary government if you so choose. There are steps that we have to take. But I'm doing this video. I wanted to sing a song and be fun and loving, but Cheryl Weinreich is a targeted individual, and she is in the spin. And she should know, of all people, since she's worked in the government for 30 years, that 101, divide and conquer. Now, you're coming at the wrong person. Feel into that. I've already forgiven you, Cheryl. You do owe me an apology, though. Anyways, this person, whoever wrote this, and I think I have an idea from the writing, and then there's a feminine writing in the back, how to spiritually prepare for what's to come. Exposing the Illuminati from Bill Schonobelin. I gotta pause this a second. I'm pulling the paper out of the... Look how old this paper is, folks. Whoever wrote this, please get a hold of me. Oh, there's the female's handwriting. Okay, so I turn the page. Turn the page. Taylor sang one of those songs, and thank you anyways. Oh, Aaron, thank you too. I didn't mention you, but you are there, and I put you in the pictures. Aaron came home, and Michael, and we have all the tribes covered, I believe. We have the Asians, the African American, Chinese, they're all covered. The bases are all covered, but we need more people to get their butts home. Okay, so on to this. Number 8, prompt the use of alcohol, drugs, moral corruption, and all forms of vices to systematically corrupt the youth of the nations. Seize citizens' private property by any means necessary. The use of slogans such as equality, liberty, and fraternity are used on the masses as psychological warfare, folks. Number 11, war should be directed so that the nations on both sides are placed further in debt, and peace conferences are designed go the neither combatant retain territory rights. 12, members must use their wealth to have candidates chosen to public office who would be obedient to their demands. Oh, really? Is it rigged? Is it really? I didn't know. I'm just a bubble-headed bleach blonde that comes on at 5. Dirty laundry. All right, so So then that's 12. Members must use their wealth and would be used as pawns in the game by the men behind the scenes. Oh, who are the men behind the scenes? I wonder. The advisors will have been briefed or something. Bred, yes. Satanic bloodlines. Reared and trained from childhood to rule the affairs of the world. 13. Control the press. If anyone's still watching mainstream media, I'd like you to step right up so I can kick you in the butt. Divine love, of course. So, control the press and hence most of the information the public receives. 14. Agent and provocateurs will come forward after creating traumatic situations and appear to be the saviors of the masses when they are actually interested in just the opposite. And the reduction of population. George Bush, you bushes. In the bush. No more big Dick Cheney games, Hunger Games, women or, children running out naked and they hunt. And they scare the shit out of these kids. I don't want to talk about all this stuff. I want to sing songs to mama, but I got to do this. Okay, so that was that. Let me get the other piece of paper. Oh, it's in my hand. 15. Create industrial depression and financial panic, unemployment, hunger, shortage of food. Use these events to control the masses and mobs and use them to wipe out those who stand in the way. Number 16. Infiltrate Freemasonry, which is to be used to conceal and further objectives. Number 17. Expound the value of systematic deception, use high-sounding slogans and paraphrases, advocate lavish-sounding promises to the masses, even though they can't be kept. I got a phone, an Obama phone. Oh, my Lanta. Okay, cancel clear that. Number 18. The art of street fighting is necessary to bring the population into subjection. And gang stalking and all that. You know what T. Gordon Anderson told me? George Floyd was a gang stalker and he had enough fentanyl in his system to kill anybody. And he told me some other things. I wrote it down and that's another something later. I don't know. So number 19. Use agents as provocateurs. They provoke. And advisors behind the scenes and after wars use secret diplomacy talk to gain control. Number 20, establish huge monopolies towards world government control. Number 21, use high taxes and unfair competition to bring about economic ruin by controlling raw materials, organize agitation among the workers, and subsidizing competitors. Yeah, $764 in taxes could have went to the Crystal School for Children. These are the things that make my blood ring to get to mama. 22, build up armaments with police and soldiers who can protect and further Illuminati interests. That was a paper I found in my garage, and I want to know who wrote it because you, if you so choose, have a position in the transitionary government. Please phone home to Love is One. That's your first step anyways, But if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer. If I don't know the answer, I will look it up. And God bless y'all. God is a woman. Mama Jesus. She created everything. It's not really hard to figure this out once you realize that Satan was in control, the controllers of cabal, blah, 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 of this 3D hell. So you just flip the narrative. You know how they suppressed women? I wonder why they did that. I wonder why. Mama, do you know why? All hail the Queen! I look forward to saying that with a bunch of others. I love you, Mother. I love you, Father. See you at Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Father's live stream, Love is One. Crystal School for Children launched on 4th of July and their supplement lines and whatever else new they've come up with. And I'd love to be right there with you. I'm having a little technical difficulties on numerous ends. But this is the end. My only friend, the end. And Mama's my friend. Thank God. I was so relieved. Everyone should be relieved that the mother and father are back on the planet because now I'm not the crazy one. And we got I told you so buttons and you missed it. Don't miss it. Love your mother. Defend your mother until the death if it's so, you know, that calls for that. But, you know, chances are if you're alive right now and you're hearing this message, get your butt and step up and rise up and your role. You have roles, divine roles, especially targeted individuals, because you were targeted and you've been trained, and you know, you are the new government. So if you so choose, all atoms have been commanded to return to sender. Mother, divine mother, I command my atoms into right action now and forevermore. I command my atoms into right alignment. I love you, mother. Peace and aloha. Bye for now. Man, see how I'm shaking? Woo! I'm getting bit by bugs and shaking like a leaf on a tree. Steve Miller!